Hey there, it's Casey Dimon here, TaxSaleAcademy.com. Thank you so much for joining me on this week's question segment. This week's question comes from, I believe it was Monica. But the question was essentially, can I hire somebody or a team to do tax sale research for me? And this is a very good question. Now, first off, let me put a little bit of context for you. We have researched tens of thousands of properties. So based on that information, I have two key points before I answer your question directly. Number one, research is everything in this business. It is your entire business. Now, it does take time to learn, but ultimately, the primary reason whether you fail or succeed as a tax investor goes back to your research. This is so important and so crucial to understand, especially when you're starting out. And number two, it's very easy to make mistakes when you're researching, especially when it's not really even your money that you're investing. And truthfully, when you're researching properties for your first few auctions, you're likely to make some mistakes. So keep that in mind. Now, when someone else does the research for you, you're essentially putting a tremendous amount of faith in that person's ability to research properties. In fact, you're literally betting on whether or not they even did it correctly. Your entire investment is based around somebody else's research. So with those 2 points in mind, let me get back to your question now. Can you hire a team or somebody to do the work for you? The answer is yes, of course you can. You can hire people to do anything for you, but is it good business? The answer for that, it really depends. My first suggestion is that you yourself become an expert at researching tax sale properties. The reason is you can't properly teach somebody else to research properties unless you yourself know what you're doing, right? You won't know whether they did correct or incorrect work without you first understanding it for yourself. So become the expert first. Don't put it all on somebody else and say, give me some feedback, give me some research and tell me what I should bid. It's just a recipe for disaster. And secondly, you need to learn how to do it efficiently so they can do it efficiently for you. In many situations, if you learn how to do it efficiently, you might not even need to hire somebody in the first place because you'll be going right through those properties very, very quickly. And truthfully, unless you're researching thousands and thousands of properties every single year, you can likely just do it all yourself and it'll be much safer once you learn how to research those properties efficiently in the first place. And lastly, if you are dead set on hiring the process out, you need to hire it out properly. Now, we could produce an entire video, many videos on this topic alone of hiring people to help you out, especially when it comes to who to hire out, but you want to have a very specific process that can be easily followed. That's so important. Have a very, very good process, a fail-proof, do this, then that, then this, step-by-step process that includes everything you yourself usually look for in a way that they can also do it efficiently. My suggestion is to have someone assist you with the basics to help you narrow down your list, just the basic stuff. They should be able to help you organize the list into a spreadsheet type format or whatever system you're familiar with, along with maybe the assessed value, the bid amount, the type of property that's vacant or improved, the size, those kind of basic things that are based on facts alone, stuff you can pull directly from the county's website. Then you need to decide which ones you're interested in. And from there, you should go back and re-research all of their information to dial it in a little bit further, to double check their work, and then, of course, to establish the all-important values and bid amounts. So yes, Monica, you can absolutely hire out the research process, but you must still control it because at the end of the day, it's your money that's being invested. And use that research process, use the hired out part of the research process more of a filter than anything else. That's gonna be the best way this approach will work. Use somebody to help filter you, to help do the very, very basic stuff, and then make that decision on your own based off that basic information, which properties you need to re-research and go into much more detail on. So use them as just a top-level baseline type way to filter through some of the properties. But do not rely on anybody else to do all the research for you and just take their word for it and then go out and invest your money on somebody else's word. At the end of the day, again, it falls back on you and it's all your money that's going to be invested. So Monica, hopefully this answered your question. If you have another question or if anybody else watching this video has a question, feel free to leave it down below and I'll be more than happy to answer it. And I also might just shoot a video just like this one. For more information on tax sale investing, head on over to TaxSaleAcademy.com. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.